Check it out, everybody. Hope everyone is doing well and having a fantastic week. I want to welcome everyone to the Cruz show. Got to tell you two things. I've been so lazy working so many hours. One, I haven't cut my hair, so my hair is pretty long. And I haven't shaved. I was thinking of growing my beard out, but trying to maintain it is a pain in the you-know-what. So I think I'm going to shave tomorrow. I gave it a shot, but I don't want to maintain it. You know what I mean? But thank you for being part of the Cruz show. I want to thank everyone who's been following me on my social sites. And those of you who have been following me and subscribing to my YouTube channel and commenting, I do appreciate that. I'm going to talk about a topic today that I'm going to hit you right between the eyes. But I hope when I hit you between the eyes that you embrace it, that you take it as a lesson, and that you ask yourself the question so that you can make the necessary changes. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not a motivational speaker. I can't change nobody's life. I'm not God. That's God that can do that. But what I'm going to do is share with you some of the things that I go through, that I've done, and how I've been able to overcome it by having the right mindset and the right attitude. And that's what we're going to talk about today, because that's where everything starts. Whether you're in sales, you're a business owner, entrepreneur, your personal life, married, it doesn't matter. It all starts with the right mindset and the right attitude. There's more to it than that, but I'm going to keep it simple and I'm going to keep it real. For those of you who are struggling in sales, and that is your profession, and you are struggling converting more deals or closing more deals, I'm going to share some secrets with you today that I know will help. Before I share those secrets, I just want to let you guys know that I personally have been in sales for over 30 years. And I've been cold calling all my life. And even with social media and all the platforms, I still do it because it's a necessary thing you need to do. There's a lot of benefits to it. Matter of fact, I learned my cold calling skills and I started cold calling. For those of you who might watch this movie called Wolf on Wall Street, Jordan Belfort, I used to work for him. Whether you like him or not, whatever he did in the past, that's his past. But I know what I've learned when I was there. And I'm glad I learned what I learned, which is the art of cold calling. So, here's what we're going to talk about today. Losers' mindset, which give excuses, and a winner's attitude, which just focus on the results. Which one are you? Think about that. One of the things that I've learned over the years is that it's easy to give yourself an excuse why something didn't work out instead of finding the cause to it. And most of the time, we're the problem. We're our worst enemy. And how does this apply to sales? It has a lot to do with sales, because sales is a mindset and closing and converting deals is an attitude. Think about that. So it's easy when you're struggling to make excuses for not getting the results. Now, there are times where there's legitimate reasons and things that happen that you weren't able to get the results. But that's not always the case. So I want you to think about this. If you're struggling in converting more deals or closing more deals or making more sales, whether it's automated online and you're getting incoming leads or you're making outbound calls, you have to ask yourself this question. Do I have a loser's mindset or do I have the winner's attitude? A winner will always figure out what the problem is and then get the solution. So your problem may be your introduction to a phone call. The opening of your phone call may not be good. Maybe it's the body of the phone call. The artist's storytelling is not good. Maybe your sales technique is not right. Maybe you're not educating yourself in your profession and taking it serious. Maybe it's the training you're getting or not getting. You see my point? You have to figure out what the cause is so you can get rid of that loser's mentality. Now, I don't really like using that word, but this is the word people relate with, that it hits hard. It's like being deceived. If you don't know you're being deceived, you don't know, right? And you don't know what you don't know. That's unconscious incompetent. You just don't know what you don't know. So you have to think about those things. Or do you take the approach, okay, what could I do better in my next phone call or my next presentation? What changes do I need to make to get that result? And it could be a simple thing. But that's what I mean about loser's mentality and a winner's attitude. Because the hardest thing for us to do is accept that we're wrong, especially salespeople, where we're very passionate and we're emotional about what we do. We have to learn to be our worst critic. I'm my worst critic. So it could be the training you're doing. It could be maybe you're making it about you instead of the customer. Think about that. That's a loser's mentality. Even though you are the value, you are the ticket, you're the bridge, they have to buy into you, but you still have to make it and care about the customer. And here's why I say that. Because at the end of the day, you as a salesperson, me as a salesperson, the customers we're going after are business owners just like us, and are customers just like we're customers as well. So that could be the small little difference. So one of the things that I've learned in sales is that if I don't practice my craft, like any other profession, I'm never going to be successful in anything that I do. And it's more than just selling a product or a service to a potential customer. It's about solving problems. It's about offering value, not just in business and in sales, but in your personal life, everything you do. People you meet. For example, let's say you have this vision in this business and you know it's going to help people. How do you get people to buy into your vision? To want to be part of your company, to want to be part of your team? You have to have the winner's mentality. You got to understand sales. You have to understand them so that you can be understood. It's no different. So ask yourself this question. Do you have a loser's mindset and making excuses? Or do you have the winner's attitude and getting results? Think about that, guys. I got some incredible topics that I'm working on right now. It's a series of sales, from mindset to attitude to different types of sales techniques, the 5 major objections, no matter what the industry is, and using the rebuttals to diffuse that. Also, the oohs, the ahs, and the ums. That's a saying in the movie industry. It's no different in sale. It's the art of storytelling. It's learning how to use your voice to your advantage. It's called tonality. It's how to use your body language to create energy and excitement when you're face to face with people, even when you're on the phone. Your body and the actions you take creates an excitement over the phone. And more importantly, is how you use the words and how you say it to communicate the right message without manipulating, without lying, without doing what the politicians do. That's an art. It's a skill. And guess what? I learned that 30 years ago when I first started working for Jordan Belfort, Stratton Oakmont in Florida. You learn to use that skill for the right reasons. That's why cold calling is important. I stress it all the time. That's why the art of storytelling is important. That's why role playing every day is important. Especially if you are by yourself and you're not training anybody, you got to work even that much harder. Learn to develop the right training, the right process, the right sales techniques, the right rebuttals. It's like any profession. To me, it's the greatest profession in the world, the most exciting. And get rid of that loser's mentality. Stop making excuses when shit doesn't happen. Take responsibility. Own it. And change it. And do something about it. And then get the results. Does that make sense? This is not the topic I was going to talk about today, but something inspired me speaking with people over the phone that encouraged me to really talk about this topic, because all I kept hearing is excuses from my customers or potential customers. I'm like, wow, I can't handle that. Too many excuses. Not taking responsibility, not having the winner's mentality or the winner's attitude. So think about that, guys. And before we go, I want to thank everyone for being part of the Paul Cruz Show. If you like this video, smash the like button, share it with others. I do appreciate your feedback and your comments. And also subscribe. If you want to know more about sales techniques, the art of cold calling, the art of storytelling, the art of closing and converting more deals, whether it's social media, face-to-face, or over the telephone, just direct message me on my YouTube channel at The Paul Cruz Show. Or you can direct message me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter at The Paul Cruz Show, and I will respond within 24 hours. I want to thank you again for watching and listening to the podcast. I hope this has been helpful. I hope it gives you something to think about. Till we speak again, I say goodbye, and remember this. Loser's mindset always makes excuses, and a winner's attitude is always about getting results. Which one are you? Have a great day. Bye.